one of the reasons I've changed to 09C. Well, I changed to 09C because you don't have to look for the right angle anymore. This the rubber does. It absorbs the spin of the opponent, so you don't have to look for the right angle anymore. Regardless the spin your opponent does, is it a lot or little, you just go for it forward and the rubber does the rest for you. It gives you a lot of confidence in your game.
Forehand flick kill, Dima staying alive. Quick to move in near the net and follow.
Well, I mean, due to the fact that I'm not looking for the right angles anymore, I have a lot more confidence in my game. I'm not thinking like, oh, what does the opponent do? What do I have to do? I just have my movement, I go for my movement and can create a lot of more control and placement and spin into my game. I mean, it's a really unique rubber in a way that over the table, where you need control, so for the service-receive game, the rubber, due to the stickiness, is quite slow, what is fantastic. So even in moments you're a bit nervous or it's a very pressured situation, you can keep a lot of control in terms of making the right placement of your serve or making the right placement of your receive, keeping it short or long as you wish. So yeah, it's a bit slower, what is fantastic. And in another way, when you start to go overspin, so the other type of rotation, you create, due to the spring sponge and due to the sticky rubber, a lot higher curve, a lot more spin and actually more spin and quality into your game, what is fantastic. So you have 2 in 1. Where you need it slow, it's slow. Where you need it fast, it's fast.
Well, watch this one in replay. Short stroke, Fang Zhendong set up on the opposite half of the table. No around the net needed. Short stroke just guides.
Yeah, everything what has to do with overspin means if your opponent starts with a slow, heavy topspin, it's really easy now to make a heavy contra spin, and it's like doubling the spin in a way, like it's using the spin of the opponent and you give your own one, and then the ball coming out of the rubber and starting to accelerate. Many other rubbers, when you do a stroke like this, a contra spin, it's starting fast but getting slower during the time it's get over the net. So it's a really different kind of approach here, what is very heavy to control for the opponent. The biggest stability I got into my game is, first of all, the control over the table. What was an issue in my game before means I have a good serve. So if an opponent managed to neutralize the spin of my serve and play a really good short receive, I get a lot of spin back, and that ball is not easy to control. So with 09C, since it's slow over the table, I got the stability there to still control it, what is fantastic. And on the other hand is when someone does the heavy rotation spin, low over the net, with a high curve and sticky surface of the rubber, I'm still able to keep control in my overspin strokes, and especially to make it short, to control the spin of the opponent regardless where it goes.
And right into the body, Dima back in and tied up. I was talking about Fang Zhendong versus...
Honestly, I believe in the long term, this rubber might be a benefit for all kind of players, in my true opinion. I can imagine that if a player would try 09C for the first time and made just a few topspins, since the feeling would be really different than what he's used before, he would say like, oh, it don't fit my game. But you should give it a little bit of time. You should really see all the benefits you get with the time with that rubbers, in especially the match game situation. So I mean, I truly believe, since this rubber has so many benefits compared to all the rubbers I have played before, on the long term it will be a benefit for all players. I would say as closer you are to the table, means either you're close to the table or in the normal attack distance of 1-2 meters behind the table. The rubber is perfect in a way that you can choose either you use the stroke of the opponent or you play your own speed, but you can also do a very high spin, like change up the temp, because the ball stays longer in the rubber. If you're very, very far away of the table, you have to little bit adjust your game in a way of not trying to play just power, as it's classic maybe. Look for different techniques what are possible now, which might have been not possible before.
DIGNICS